Hello and welcome. I'm Jason. We're on week 3 of ADF Dedicant Path. So, week 3 is going to be the first High Holy Day. So let's get right into it. Alright, so as your required readings are on Druidry, page 60 to 72, Hearth Cultures and High Days. You can find that in the Dedicant manual here on page 6072. I'll start off reading the first introduction, but I am not going to try to pronounce these names. Okay. To give readers an idea how ADF 8 festivals might be celebrated according to the variety of Indo-European hearth cultures, we present you with the following 8 summaries. It is important to keep in mind that those summaries are jumping off points, and readers are encouraged to build their own traditions celebrating the gods and the seasons. First one is the British or Welsh gods and spirits. So you got your Earth Mother, your Gatekeepers, your Bardic deities, your Outdwellers, the 3 kindreds, which are the gods, the spirits, and the ancestors. You can read these. I think it's going to go through each hearth culture in this summary. And you got the Gaelic gods and spirits, and the high days for them. And you got the Gaulish gods, and the Hellenic gods and spirits, and their high days they celebrate. And the Norse gods and spirits. See, I know how to pronounce these, so I'll read these to you real quick here. Earth Mother. The goddess Nerithis or Jod are the common choices. Our knowledge of Nerithis is much earlier from Tactius than of Jord. The Gatekeeper, the god Heimdall, as the guardian of Bifrost, is frequently chosen. Other choices in the ADF context include Freya, as a psychopomp for choosing among the dead and for her wandering after old, and Odin for his wandering and for his psychoponic aspects of being a god of death and hanging out on Yggdrasil, the world tree. Some Norse ADF rites approach the Gatekeeper from a warding or guarding aspect, calling on Thor or Sun, a handmaiden of Frigg. This is a abridged list. There are many traditional possible gatekeepers among the Bathians. Bardic patrons. The god Bragi, with his focus on the Skaglic arts, is often selected. Others include Odin for his role in poetic inspiration, Kavisia in his role as the first poet, from those blood was brewed the mead of inspiration, the saga, handmaiden Frigg and mistress of Tel. Okay, let's skip. Come down here. Let's go to the high days. Winter solstice, Yule, was perhaps the most important holiday of the year. The celebration began with Mother Night on the eve of solstice, which was focused on honoring the goddess. The celebration would continue for 12 days with a burning Yule log, feasting and oath-taking. Their oaths were important year-round in a Norse context. Often a boar sacred to Frey was roasting during Yule. There are many appropriate deities to honor at this time, and his bridge list would include Thor for warding the folk, Odin as leader of the wild hunt, Frey for strength through the winter and fertility in the year to come, Baldur, who some consider as returning from the dead on the solstice, and Skadi for her association with winter activities. February cross quarter. The vernal equinox, let's see, May quarter, cross quarter, summer solstice, August cross quarter, autumn equinox, November cross quarter. And we got the Vedic gods and spirits. Read these to try to choose which hearth culture you want to follow. And Roman Patreon. Summary. What is this ritual? Ritual is a repeated pattern of things done, things said, and things thought. Spiritual ritual includes those things to link ordinary human awareness with the realms of the gods and spirits. Basic of ritual. It is easy to begin working ritual, but skill develops with experience. Every ritual must have a clear intention. Rituals are built on patterns of myth and symbol, ancient, reconstructed, and modern. Druidic rituals is timed by the cycles of sun, moon, and earth. Ritual uses symbolic objects as tools of the ritual trade. The primary tools of ADF rituals are the water cauldron or the well, the fire container, which is fire, and the tree, the altar pillar, tree, or stone, or a stick stuck in a pot, you know. You need three things for ADF ritual. You need a well, a fire, and a tree. The well can be a bowl of water. Fire can be a candle, a tea light candle, and a tree can be just a tree stuck in a jar with sand. Or my tree is actually a tapestry I got on the wall of the world tree. So whatever works for you. Secondary tools: offering bowls, vessel of blessing, robe or lamon, which is a symbolic pendant, ring, or torque. Various offerings and special symbols as required by the rite. Techniques for focus and awareness. And we're going out of the scope of what we're supposed to be doing, but I don't think we're going to be going over doing ritual today. Well, it is your first high day, though. So you might want to know how to do a ritual, I suppose. Preparation. Prepare the location. Count your offerings and tools. Yeah, count your offerings. Make sure you have enough for everybody. You don't want to go searching for, that extra cornmeal that you gave too much out. Be familiar with your ritual. Be calm, clean, and focused. Set up. Create the center with the fire, well, and tree. Set any special symbols nicely around them. Have any offerings, script, etc. ready to hand. Finally, count your offerings. Mind. When you are ready to begin and have taken your place at the hallows, find your stillness and your power. Be sure to pause occasionally during the rite to renew your basic trance and connection with earth and sky. Work. As you work your way through the words, action, and visualizations of the ritual, keep your body balanced and relaxed, your emotions controlled, and your voice clear and sure. Ending. Never begin a ritual without ending it. Work the closing rites calmly and with a sense of gratitude and wonder. Finally, the best way to begin to practice ritual is simply to begin. Choose one of the simple rituals we provide here. Set up a shrine if you like, as we instruct in the second part of this guide, or just gather a set of tools to be set up at need. Find the first rounds of tools wherever you can. You probably have what you need at home. You can always just find the right thing later. Practice the very basic entrancements as you begin and work your way through a rite. Open your mind to the ideas and images of the rite and be ready to approach, even by a little, the gods and spirits. Alright, let's go back to the required list here. I take a sip of water for my throat. Get too dry reading all that for you. Okay, so we got the court order ritual through that link here. This is the court order ritual for ADF for the high days. Remember, you're required to do so many for the Dedicant Path. Just read through this. You can actually look on YouTube. I think there is a few rituals going over the court order ritual for ADF. Initiating the rite may include musical signals, opening prayers, processionals, establishing a group mind, ringing a bell 3 times. Simple. Purification. This must take place prior to opening the gates. Purify yourself, either using incense or however else you wish to purify yourself. Honoring the Earth Mother. Make an offering. Statements of purpose. Why are we here? Why are we doing this ritual? Recreating or creating the cosmos. Sacred center must be established in a triadic cosmos. The 3 worlds or realms must be acknowledged. The fire must be included. Sacred center is most commonly represented as fire, well, and tree. Opening the gates must include a gatekeeper. You must include a gatekeeper to protect going worlds or realms. Inviting the 3 kindreds. The 3 kindreds is the the Shining Ones, nature spirits, and ancestors. Key offerings. This will commonly include invitations of beings of occasion, seasonal customs as appropriate, and praise offerings. Prayer of sacrifice, omen, calling the omen, gift calls for a gift, calling, asking for the blessings, hallowing the blessings, affirmations of the blessings, workings, if any, if you have any special rites you want to work in the middle of the ritual, thanking the beings, closing the gates, thanking the Earth Mother, returning all unused offerings to the Earth Mother at the end, and closing the rite. Items that ADF rituals do not include is the elemental cross symbolism, the 4 elements, casting circles in public ritual, calling watchtowers or the elemental guardians, calling the dual-theistic Lord and Lady, acknowledgement of the one divine being with power over all, blood sacrifices, and non-Indo-European mythic and deity mastiffs. Alright, that was that one. Optional reading, you can read these on your own if you wish to get farther information. Page 49 and 73. I think we just glanced that over with 60 to 72. Step by step through a druid worship, the 3 groves. And check the 3 cranes out. They got a lot of information. The YouTube page is slightly out of date. I think it was like 1 year ago they posted a video. And the Wheel of the Year. I went and got this piece of paper. Sit on a table. It basically reminds me which one's coming up next, because we're not perfect. If it's not staring you in the face, like is it embolic or litha? Thought I might share that with you. Because this high day is your first as an ADF Dedicant, this lesson will be longer than the other 7. Same will go for next week's lesson, which will recap of the rite you do for this holiday. Now, Samhain is the 31st, so week 3 doesn't really correspond to a high day. That would probably, it'd be a few more weeks from now. So we're kind of early. In this lesson, we will talk a bit about why ADF celebrates the 8 neo-pagan high holy days, and what to do if your chosen hearth culture does not celebrate a specific day, and talk a bit about the urban and agrarian worldviews. ADF celebrates the 8 neo-pagan high holy days. They are celebrated in ADF because we are a neo-pagan organization. Not every Indo-European culture celebrates these festivals at the times that ADF and the wider pagan, neo-pagan community celebrates them. But as we are modern neo-pagans, part of our identity relies on the fact we keep these holy days. The calendar, 8 days, cross-quarter, November 1st, solstice, December 21st, cross-quarter. And I'm not sure what all these cross-quarters, I like the simple names, November 1st, Samhain, December 21st, Yule. I got to look at my calendar to name these by, February 2nd, Embolic, the 1st. March would be Austera. May is going to be Beltane. June 21st is following the wheel here. Litha. Cross quarters along Lagasta. And September 21st, around that time, is Maven. As you can tell, ADF is very generic about the names and dates, reflecting our IE heritage, Indo-European. The 8 high days are outlined on page 60 to 72 of our own druidry, but that's why it's called our own druidry. It's our own druidry, so do what you will. They are broken down by hearth cultures so that there is information on most of the cultures you might be interested in. Alright, now high days. I already went through the core ritual for you. Homework. Now in your Dedicant notebook, reflect on this high holy day, considering how it is celebrated in your hearth culture or across hearth cultures. Or take this moment to, explore out different hearth cultures until, you find the right one for yourself. Are there any myths that are celebrated in connection with this feast? If so, what are they and how do they fit in? What does this holiday or times of the year mean to you? Do you look forward to it? Are there secular aspects of the holiday that means a lot to you, or perhaps holdovers or memories of your childhood that you cherish? How do you know when this day arrives? Do you look at the calendar? Do you just know it has come? If you have children or wish to have children, what key traditions do you wish to pass down to them? What, if any, is spiritual or religious to you about this high day or time of the year? And how do you show that? Are there any traditions that your grove has for this high day? Finally, is there anything else about this holiday that you wish to add? There, you just written your first essay on a high holy day or high day. And you're only 3 weeks into your training. You're finding that all those essays go similarly. If you have a local grove that you attend, then you should already have a rite you can attend. If you are a solitary, and even if you do have a grove, I still recommend, though you will have to write and form your own ritual for this rite, because only 4 high days are required to be done as ADF rituals. You don't need to be concerned with exactly how to do an ADF rite, but you should certainly have something written up, or else go to the ADF website and find a ritual that will fit your hearth culture and use that. Neither your reviewer nor the kindreds will expect you to be skilled liturgists this early in the journey. Make sure that you have a rite ready before you attend to do this ritual, though, because last minute rituals writing is never fun for anybody. That's when you just find a girl that's doing it on Zoom and you just attend theirs and you're good to go. I don't know, maybe I should be called a lazy pagan and not the nomadic pagan. But anyway, see Appendix 1 for more information on what the High Day is about and where we have provided a number of links. Okay, so that was week 3. And the Constitution is on this article. Only place it's listed. And the Constitution for the High Holy Days, it just lists the same dates. That's where the Constitution is. If you ever see that in other readings. Alright, is there anything else you wish me to include this week? Just leave a comment and I'll be sure to fill in the blanks on that. Hope you all are doing well with your journey. Don't forget to join the Discord if you want some one-on-one or some more people, to chat with. Right now we only have myself in there and a few bots. We'd love to have you in our Discord. It's in the description, I believe. Anyway, this is Jason, the Nomadic Pagan, signing off. We'll see you next week on week 4 recap. But I don't know. We haven't had the ritual yet, or high day, to do a recap, so we might skip a week or 2. I don't know yet. Just let me know what y'all want to do. We'll catch you later. Bye.